Hello out there. Welcome to another edition of All Things Real Estate. Thanks for tuning in this week. This week, I'm going to talk about buyers and 3 things that they should never compromise on when looking for a home. The market is so crazy right now that a lot of my buyers are just like, let's go look at this, let's go look at that, let's go look at this, let's go look at that. Even if the house doesn't fit some criteria that they have set for themselves. And I'm going to tell you right now that is not a good idea. Watch this video and find out what the 3 things are that you should never compromise on when buying a home.
All things real estate and all things real estate.
Okay, what are the things that you should really concentrate on and never compromise on when you are buying a home? Number 1, numero uno, is location. And there is a reason why we say in real estate, location, location, location. Because that is something you can't not change with a house. Now, I know we've all seen those houses that are traveling down the freeways, right? And are being placed in certain places. That's not usually the case, right? Your house and your location, it's gonna stay there. It's not gonna change. So don't ever compromise on the location that you wanna be in. I have had many buyers who have said, I wanna be in this neighborhood, and we have simply put that neighborhood on a watch, and we have gone and seen every house that is in that neighborhood. They don't care about the floor plan. They don't care maybe how big it is or whatever. They just want to be in that neighborhood. Maybe their best friend lives there, their mom lives there, something like that. I had some buyers last year who really wanted a townhome in Addison, and they wanted a townhome they could walk to restaurants and things like that in, and they were not willing to compromise on anything but a walkable townhome in Addison. And you know what? We finally found one. So it was perfect. But just don't ever compromise on location. The second thing that I would never compromise on is floor plan. That is a really hard thing to change in a house. You can change the granite out, right? You can change the flooring. You can change the paint on the walls. You can change the fireplace. You can't usually add one real easily, but you can change one up. But you can't so easily change a floor plan. I will say it's easier to add walls than take walls away and things like that. I have had people build in like a dining room space into an office and things like that. Or finish out an attic or something like that too. But really, as far as a floor plan, you don't want to compromise on that. If you need 4 bedrooms, do not buy a 3-bedroom home. If you need an office, don't buy a house without an office. So that's another thing to just don't compromise on, is the floor plan itself. The other thing that you don't want to compromise on, and this is a little bit broader category, do not ever compromise on your must-haves. Most of my buyers have 2, maybe 3 must-haves. When my husband and I were buying our home, he really wanted a gas stovetop. That was something that he was not willing to compromise on. And you can run them sometimes and make that work later after you buy a home if you find a great house with electric, but not always. And sometimes it's super expensive. So there are just a few must-haves for people sometimes. For me personally, a must-have would be a bathtub in my master bathroom. I know that a lot of people just are fine with like a walk-in shower and things like that. I'm not a shower person. I'm a bath person. I have to have a bathtub in my master bath. So that would be something, if I were looking for a home, that I would not compromise on. So let me, just to recap real quick, don't ever compromise on location, don't ever compromise on floor plan, and don't ever compromise on those 2, maybe 3 really, really important must-haves that you are looking for in a home. Okay? That's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching another edition of All Things Real Estate, and I will see you next week. And if you're liking what you're seeing, please subscribe, as I always ask. Thanks. See you next week. Bye-bye.
All things real estate and all things real estate.